before I start the video, I just want to ask, please like and comment. I'm going to start saying to do this in the beginning of the videos because I really think it's going to double or triple the views. So you're watching this right now, you want to support me, hey, watch, leave a comment really quick and click like, and we'll see if this video just magically gets like 3 or 4 or 5 times more views. Let's just test this out really quick. I also wanted to explain that it's not only about the cities, but it's like, what did you eat the first 7 years of your life, the first 15 years of your life? Whenever your parents cooked, did they use olive oil or margarine or any type of vegetable oil? Or were they using butter and lard? I look back and I'm like, oh my God. If in high school, middle school, I was eating butter with my chicken and all my foods, everything I ate, I cooked with olive oil. Oh my God. If I cooked with butter, I would have been like the most jacked stud in school. But like, how the fuck could I have put on muscle eating olive oil? You can't. I was so held back, I'd get sick and injured sometimes, and it's just like, man, if I ate butter when I grew up, that one little change, even if it's all cooked in the same vaccines and everything, if I ate butter instead of olive oil, that would have made a massive difference. So it's like, here's the other thing: were you breastfed or were you fed soy milk or formula? Let's look at this. Soy milk, 0 out of 10, 1 out of 10 nutrition. Breast milk, 3 out of 10 to 5 out of 10 quality health. Raw cow milk is anywhere between 7 out of 10 to 10 out of 10, depending on the quality. Because you think you need to breastfeed your kids? Really? Think about it for a second. Do you want to drink soy milk? Do you want to eat soy eggs? If a cow ate a shit fucking diet for 90% of its life, would you still want to eat that meat? Even if or the eggs or the milk, if it only just now, the last year, started eating healthy? No! A human has had so many vaccines, so many antibiotics, pills its whole life, lotions and toothpaste and all this stuff, hair, shampoo full of chemicals, heavy metals in the food, all cooked, tons of soy, and just like fucking super, super bad diet. Human milk? Horrible. Disgusting. For real. It's like, oh, you're like, oh my God, like a cow fed grain in a barn is going to be way healthier than a human, generally speaking. So that's the other thing. Anyway, breast milk is still better than formula, but the baby should be having mainly cow milk and not goat milk either, because it'll make them too hyperactive. And so, how many vaccines did you have as a kid? Did you grow up eating animal fat or oils? How much medicine did you take? And other stuff too, like how well were you taken care of, etc. And same goes for your mother and your grandmother. And you know what? Sometimes you get massively poisoned and you don't even know it. You break a light bulb with mercury in it, boom, you just got like 2-3 vaccines worth of mercury. Because you broke the light bulb and you breathed in the same room as that light bulb for a few hours. Or that the mercury actually stays in the room for a long time. So it's like, you know, or you work a factory job and you're breathing this dust with heavy metals in it. Or what? Was your grandpa a coal miner or something? Well, that's the father's side. The toxins go mainly through the mother. So the mother really wouldn't get all that coal in her lungs. But still, there's really toxic stuff our ancestors did that's really, really, really fucking retarded that we would never do now. We have toxins in new ways now, but in the past there could have been even more toxins than there are now because they're way more retarded with things. Because toxins just were invented for the first time, basically, so people didn't know about avoiding them yet. Like, everything used to be organic, you know? And here's the thing, like, they didn't know lead was toxic in the ways they were using it, and other things too. And so the health of your ancestors and your childhood. So another thing I want to say in this is like feeding the kids the primal diet. Like the woman, if you're a woman and you're on the primal diet, please do the diet perfectly immediately, because you need to be on the diet as long as possible before having kids, at least a few years. Like when I see someone who like only started primal diet in pregnancy, I'm like, oh, come on. It's like, oh, it's such a bummer. It's such a it's disappointing because I don't know. I guess, you know, if you find the diet while you're pregnant, okay, that's that. But the kid is missing out on so much. I really think that like, even if the kid is raised in the diet, if the mother does the diet perfectly for like 2 to 5 years before having the kid, it'd make a massive difference in that kid's life and her own life too, because getting pregnant, giving birth ages you, can age you fast, and if you do the diet for a few years first, it won't age you as quickly. And so I don't want to disappoint people with saying that. I'm just like, please, 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 if you know the diet is the truth, please do it immediately. If you're a woman, if you're a guy, you should still be doing it immediately. But here's the thing, like, if you have your wife and you want to get her pregnant, but she won't do the diet, consider not getting her pregnant. And consider finding a new girlfriend. And here's the thing. This is the rest of your life we're talking about, and your bloodline, your kids and your kids' kids. So if your wife's not doing the diet, expect your kids won't really be doing it either, and there's going to be lots of difficulty in your relationship over time. You know, one of you is going to have to cave, or it's going to not work, or it's going to be toxic forever. But anyway, I'm getting off the point of the video a little bit. Cow milk is way better than breast milk for babies. Like, what would I do personally with my woman? I would probably have her breastfeed once a day. And the rest of it would be cow milk, just for the emotional connection of the baby sucking the nipple, the physical touch. And it would be, I don't know for how long, but it'd be like a minimal amount. Like, it might even only be like half of a session, like just a little bit, just a very, very small amount, just for the spiritual energy exchange. But I don't want the kid to get any of the breast milk nutrients. I want it to be the cow milk, because the breast milk's gonna have toxins in it. It's gonna be super fucking deficient. The baby was just born. You want to give it shit quality nutrients? No, give it cow milk. Find some really good raw milk. There's raw milk that's way better than other raw milk. Get some good raw milk. The body is developing for like the first time. You want those nutrients to be good. Don't give it garbage. What's garbage? Breast milk. Give it cow milk. Give it cow milk. Find some really good cow milk. Please. It'll make all the difference. And so, you want to breastfeed once a day for the connection? Go ahead. Go ahead. I think that's important. But for the health of the baby, it's like you're feeding the baby. The baby's body is being developed off of deficient nutrients. That's like the worst thing. It's like being developed for the first time. Like, it's not like you're feeding cells that are already there. It's creating new cells for the first time in its entire life. It's generating so many cells. You want those cells to be built on something pure. And like, look, if you do the Primal diet really strict for like 15 years, okay, go ahead and breastfeed, or ideally 25 years. Like, it takes a really long time. Like, how long is it going to take for you to reach the same health as a cow that's on a good farm? 15, 25 years. Unless you're really lucky and your family has been eating really well and not doing vaccines since your grandparents. Then okay. Then you're probably way healthier. But if you ate cooked food in the last year, it's like, okay, you haven't even left the matrix yet. Like that, you know? The matrix, the toxic health paradigm. So, this is just some more stuff I wanted to add to the last video on what determines your health. And I wanted to really talk about the cow milk, because it's really bothering me seeing people have babies on the diet and they're doing way too much breast milk. It really bothers me, because I want the kids to be at their peak. I want them to have the very best. And they should be doing the high quality cow milk. Even Agenus says it. So, really bothers me. I want the kids to be on the perfect track. I want them to be in the perfect circumstance. There's some people having kids in the community now, but almost all of them are done unintentionally, which is a little bit of a concern because that could create problems just in their own lives. And I think people need to be more responsible before making that decision to become parents, because people are creating children with people who they aren't even fully sure of yet. Like, while they're still having issues in their relationships, and they're just horn dogs and want to fucking, I don't know. Do I know anybody? Well, I'm not going to go into that. Well, I was going to say, like, how many really, really good relationships do I know? People who, like, have really good relationships, like, I know are solid. Like, I don't really know that many. And I know some that, I do know people who had kids on the diet who, it was irresponsible of them to get their girl pregnant at the time. But at the moment, it seems to be working out. But we'll see how it goes. Because if they thought about that decision and they were responsible, they wouldn't have gotten them pregnant yet. Because you're getting your kids involved in unstable circumstances. Like, come on. Like, if you have the kid and then, like, you guys don't stay together, the kid's not going to get the mother and the father and the family on both sides. And it's like, I think having the extended family is important in the community. The thing is, most of your families aren't going to get on the diet, so you have to create another community, another family. So that's why we need to have our best friends we have kids with. Like, I really think it's really important. Like, seriously consider not having kids until you have at least like 2 best friends on the diet who already have girlfriends and are ready to have kids with you. So it's like, even if you're still living in the matrix in society and you're going to drive cars with your kids, like in the city, and, you know, expose them to pollution and the degeneracy of modern society, if you're going to choose to do that, then it's best that they have, like, you know, your 2 best friends' kids. So it's like they have friends. And then like ideally your kids are really cool with your friends and their wives. So it's like your friends are like your uncle. You know, the kids have uncles, not really uncles, but just some version of a family, because we're not really going to be able to do that with our families. Here's the thing. Can your Primal kids visit your normie families? Sure, but the thing is, I don't think it's good for them to live with them. Like, to live with normies? Can you like even stand like on the Primal diet, like living with your family who's like I know so many of you. I know so many stories. People are like, oh my God, I'm on the Primal diet and my family uses these colognes and candles with these scents, and they're always getting these headaches, and they sleep with the TV on all night, and they hear the TV, like their family's TV, and they want it to be quiet, and you know, it's just like chaotic, and they're using all these toxic products, and you know, they don't, a lot of the time they're not into the same things that we're into, the conspiracies and the understanding, and so it's just hard to communicate with them. And that's the case for most people, right? And so, you know, your parents are going to teach them their own ideas. So if you don't agree with your family, then you shouldn't have them be involved in raising your kids, because they're going to learn from them. Your kids are going to learn from them, and you don't want that happening because they might feed them. I know people with kids whose families secretly feed their kids like cooked food to piss them off. Like, they'll bring the kid over, and then the mom will like feed the kid a cookie, and they tell their mom, "Don't feed my kid a cookie," and they fight. And so it's like it's likely that they're gonna not respect you. Like, at least 20-30% of cases, the family's gonna like do this shit, cause problems. And even some people will get like child protective services involved. That has happened because of, you know, being too close to the families who don't agree. And you might think, oh, I don't want to leave my family. That's that's what life is about, blah, 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 all that stuff. Is there a truth to it? Yes, to an extent, but when your family is going to kill you, you know, you don't have to stick with them, right? It might be better to create a new name for yourself, a new history, family, like do something new with your family. I mean, like your bloodline, like get 10, 20 best friends, 2, 3 best friends, get some land in the rural where you're just far away from cities, and you're with your best friends, and you know, you only really stick to them. You don't really get online that much. You don't really, you know, like you're not calling your family every single day, because we're going to be doing like a low internet lifestyle and be in the moment. And then, you know, you're just creating a new chapter for your bloodline, you know. So I'm not saying to give up on your family immediately and all this stuff. And there's right ways and wrong ways to go about all of this. I'm just saying that if someone's holding you back and you're living with sincerity and clarity, you don't always have to keep them in your life forever, even if they're family. And other times where it's bad to leave your family, yeah, there are. And so with what I'm saying, it's possible someone could be an asshole to their family when they actually care about them. Here's the thing. How many families are good? How many are bad? Well, it's hard to say. I would be surprised if there's not at least, like, I can basically guarantee at least like 15% of families probably have some toxic stuff going on. Sorry, my friend just got here, so I'm gonna wrap it up really quick. It's like I'd be surprised if not at least 15% of families have some sort of toxic dynamic involving some sort of narcissism or some type of BPD or some toxic relationship styles, and are like, you know, projecting and holding you back. And you know, I'd be really surprised if it's not at least 15% of families. It might be a lot more. It might be 30%. It might be 40%. It might even be above 50%. And if you really want to understand this thing that I'm talking about right now, you got to study Teal Swan. It's very important that there's a fair amount of people who study Teal Swan thoroughly in order to understand and embody her teachings, in order to make it a normal understanding for the culture of our community. So studying Teal Swan is very important. Please take time to go through her content. It is very helpful. She is very much so to be respected person. So please take her very seriously. And if you don't resonate with it immediately, just trust that, you know, watch a few videos. You'll find gold in it for sure. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna get going. Please like the video, and thanks for watching.